how gold is not enough.
Hey guys, it's me Frost. So today I'm gonna be a showcase of that hand. It's that hand, I think. Crap. That hand. I don't know, but all right. So let's start with the passive moves and the other stuff. So it's daytime right now, and I have an umbrella out, which means I cannot actually I can't really left click or right click. But just for this time, I'm just gonna burn in the sunlight. So the hand does a normal punch of 5.5, of course, and vamp does not buff that. I think it buffs my own damage. And then I have a power punch of crap. Has a power punch of 7.5, so that's really good. I'm burning here. So anyways, it has a barrage of 0.9, so it's a pretty low barrage, but it's fine. And has a heavy punch of 11. So it's pretty low damage when it comes to barrage and its fist, but the moves itself are really insane. Also, it's a very slow barrage, so yeah, might take a while to pull out the damage. Anyways, moving on, we have Erasure Pull and we have Erasure Accelerate. Erasure Accelerate basically just teleports you forward. Easy enough. This is not the max upgrade. I upgraded everything except for the max upgrade, the final upgrade. Now, next, we have Erasure Pull, which basically pulls in the opponent. Depending on how much upgrades you have, it's going to be useless because, so I fully upgraded Erasure Pull, so Erasure Pull could go up to here. Crap. Oh, I didn't bind it. Oh, never mind. So it goes up to a range, so this range is definitely not far away from your opponent, but you have to be a little close, so like about here. And then yeah, so Erasure Pull isn't that OP, is not like super OP, but it's not like useless either. At least not when in like the base upgrade. If it's like max upgrade, then it's gonna be a little useful, I guess. But if it's like a little 1 or 2 upgrades, it might not be a whole lot of range. Because stand upright, the hand Requiem, we're talking about the Requiem. The Requiem form of the hand had an Erasure Pull that could literally erasure someone from across the map, and it doesn't matter if there were any obstructions. You could literally pull someone from the entire map, be on the other side of the map. So yeah, that's how OP Erasure Pull used to be. Because nobody uses the hand, but they use the hand Requiem because the hand Requiem is OP. So anyways, moving on, the hand doesn't have a lot of moves, so I have very little to show you. So first up is Erasure, so it's just a simple Erasure. Now it does 61.2 damage, I'm pretty sure I saw. So it's pretty much an insta-kill move, because it does so much damage in one swipe. I mean, that's the whole purpose of the hando. So anyways, next attack, we have Secondary Erasure, which is basically just a slower, weaker barrage, but it's good for comboing, so let me show you. So you can basically combo with Second Erasure and Erasure. So it's basically just to let them stay there because it does stun them for a bit, but they can still they can still probably escape if they, really tried. So I guess that's pretty much it. Moving on to combos, tips, I guess. When erasuring, you cannot do anything, so you can't do that. But I recommend that if you're trying to run away from somebody, try and dash, because that's what you always want to do when you're running away from somebody. Another good thing to know about, you can, depending on the density of the building, you can go through stuff. So let me show you right here. I think there's nothing else in this place. So if I use Erasure right here, see, I'm on the other side of the wall, no problem. Now, it depends on how thick it is. For example, if it were this train, I don't think it's not like stand up ray Erasure Pull or Erasure Accelerate where it can go through the entire object. No. It's actually like it goes up to the range. So, for example, if I went here, it would either teleport me out, depending on where I was heading or pointing, or it would trap me in the building. So yeah, just keep in mind about that. But it is very useful. If you're cornered, you can just go through the building. And also, sometimes there's that little bug where you won't go through the object, but instead you'll bounce off of it and kind of glitch the game. And now I'm all the way over here. So yeah, that's not good. Now, I guess, what other tips? Tips, and I guess this would be also a combo as well. To always use Erasure with secondary Erasure. Now, secondary Erasure also has a longer cooldown, basically making it the kind of the beta kind of Erasure. So you always want to make sure. Oh wait, these guys are gonna die immediately. But you always want to make sure to always use your secondary Erasure after your first one. But remember that the Erasure can be perfect blocked because they can do that for some reason. They can do that. So basically so let me show you the combo right here. So for me, I bind my Erasure and secondary Erasure to C and V because they're the most comfortable. So look, and then immediately do the secondary Erasure right after, and then you can do easy damage right there. Easy 100 damage. You can basically almost insta kill someone with that kind of damage. You can, and with just the regular Erasure, you can basically kill any NPC, starter NPC in the game. Security guard, dead. Oh, kind of dead. And yeah, Erasure is pretty OP, but it's not too OP either because it can be perfect block. It has very low range unless it were, you know, to get hit by the hitbox. So yeah. Anyways, that's not something to worry about though. The secondary Erasure is quite slow, so never use it as your main Erasure. Otherwise, well, you're gonna get screwed because first of all, both Erasures make you slow. And yeah, that's kind of sucks. Also, one more thing: never use your barrage or heavy punch unless you are comboing with them. If you're not comboing, if you're just straight up barraging them out of nowhere, then like that's kind of not really a good idea unless you're trying to stun them, of course, because barrage does stun them, but they can barrage back. So don't try and keep the barrage on because they can still barrage while being barraged. Anyways, I guess another combo. I guess combos. Since there's very few moves, there's very few combos I can show you, but the main one is Erasure, and then secondary Erasure. So yeah, I guess you could use Vamp with this, which I actually recommend. So Vampire is actually pretty good. Now it used to cost 5,000, which is actually very expensive for other fighting styles. Since most other fighting styles, I think Sword Style costs 2,000, Boxing costs 3,000, and Hamon also costs 3,000. Vampirism costs 5,000, but I think in a recent update, the developers changed the price of the fighting styles. Now they cost like maybe 15,000 probably. So yeah, and also not to mention, there's a requirement for this as well. Now they added 3 new items. Those items are basically needed for the fighting styles. So Quentin's glove, basically use that to get to boxing. You get Zeppeli's headband for Hamon, and then there's another one. It's for sword style. So yeah. Anyways, another tip for Erasure. Erasure Accelerate slows you down mid-air. So basically, you can hop from building to building doing this, just like in the anime, I think. So it's pretty good for getting away, but remember that it doesn't have nail glide range. So yeah. Anyways, combos. I guess you could do Erasure, secondary Erasure if they didn't kill them, and then if they try and run away, use Erasure pull, heavy punch, and then barrage for a few seconds, but don't do it fully. Now with Vamp, you add 3 new moves depending on what you buy. Now in my previous video, I'm not sure if it was a previous video or not, but I never really bought Vaporization Freezing because it would freeze the surroundings. But now that it's been reworked, you actually have to freeze just the opponent. So yeah. Anyways, you can see that the Erasure was being blocked. Now, if you're going up against NPCs, it doesn't really matter what you do. It's just that the Erasure, secondary Erasure is just really OP. Now, anyways, moving on. Vamp, right, 3 moves. There's Vaporization Freezing, which basically freezes the opponent, does 11 damage. And then there is Ripper Stingy Eyes, which does this. Now, the range can depend on it. If you hit the opponent square on, then you can then it will target them instead. But if you miss them, then it goes to the full range. Then there is Life Stream. Then there is Life Drain. So there is a life drain, which basically just sucks blood. It's used for your blood meter over here. Now it is actually really neat to have this. I recommend that you buy this for the hand. They also, oh, speaking of which, they also recently added style storage, so you can have. So in my last video about Tussac 4, where you want to get Hamon, I think I said, you can store them now, but you know, you can only store one. So anyways, I guess that's it really. So I think the one thing you want to do is always if you're in 1v1s, or at like a little medium range, then you can always use Ripper Singing Eyes to kind of, get them to burn. And then they're probably gonna start running away. So this is your chance to use Erasure Accelerate, get over to them, try not to Erasure, because it slows you down, and then that gives them an opportunity to hit you. Or you can just use, if they're just a little bit far away from you, out of Erasure range, then just use Erasure Pull, so that you can kill them. Then that you can either dash away to juke them into thinking that you're gonna attack, or you heavy punch them, and you gotta pray to God that they won't block you. And I think that Mr. President is after me. But anyways, I think that's pretty much it really for the hand. This guy's gonna kill me, so great. So anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps support me. Anyways, because I don't really post anymore because of school. Darn school. So anyways, yeah, and hit that bell, don't ya? And I guess that's pretty much it from me.